Hi, Clay and Ruthie making beef stroganoff. Alright, what I did is I cut the meat up into little cubes and pre-fried those in this frying pan until they were nice and brown. Then I took the half a stick of butter that was melted in the pan and I added the onions and the mushrooms to it and fried those and sauteed those. Right now I've got a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of flour in here, about a cup of beef broth, and a 1/4 cup of cooking sherry. You can see the flour's thickening that up a little bit. We might want to add just a little bit more stock to that, which won't hurt nothing. Makes like a gravy, beef gravy. And what we're going to add to this is some sour cream. But when you add the sour cream, don't add sour cream right to your hot product. Only because, like any other milk product when you're cooking, and you want to make sure you scrape the bottom from where you fried the meat in the pan, because all of those, and don't clean the pan out, because all that brown meat drippings helps flavor this. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you get it all up out of the pan, because it's all being pulled right up into that beef stock, and it's going to make it extra delicious. I mean, look at the mushrooms and onions in there. That's just calling your name. We put a 1/4 cup of cooking sherry, and now we're going to add some. We're going to turn it down to a low simmer. Right now we're going to add our meat back to it so that it all can simmer nice and slow. This isn't a speedy method, but I know that sometimes when they're making stroganoff, they'll simmer this concoction that I've got right here for almost an hour. Now, you really don't need to. Alright, right now I'm going to let the beef heat back up into that sauce, and I've turned the heat down. And now I'm going to add some, well, we'll do the macaroni. How's that? Is that all ready to go, hon?
Yep,
No,
we're going to put in the...
it's not quite boiling yet.
Show the spiral noodles that we're going to use. He's going to use some great color.
These aren't typical egg noodles. These are what they call fusilli. See, it's not even an elbow. It's like a spiral. Now, I like these because they don't get soggy. They hold up when you cook them. They hold their shape. I'm using the tricolored noodles because Ruthie and I like it's a
little more hearty. And
yeah, and the tomato, you have the tomato in the red ones, the spinach in the green ones, and the plain in the white ones. And it gives it a little color for your meal. But right now we're going to give it a good old dollop of sour cream.
It smells wonderful.
But what we're going to do is we're going to take, seeing that you don't put it with the hot product because milk curdles, we're going to take some of the beef stock and put it in this bowl that we had the meat in, so it's not going to hurt anything because it's all been pre-cooked. Add a little bit of that. Not sure where I'm going to put that. And then a nice dollop of cream cheese, or sour cream to that. I like a lot of sour cream with my beef, so I'm going to have just a little bit more. I'm sure Ruthie won't mind.
Put all of it in. No.
Well, we'll save some for you, but put some on the top.
Yeah, true.
Because that makes it a nice, if you don't have enough sour cream or don't like or would like extra sour cream, you can put it right on top. And see how that's mixing right up nice with that cold broth.
And we're on a diet, so we decided that on Saturday or Sunday or both.
We're going to do our major cooking on the weekends. We're going to eat light during the week, and we're going to
have a feast.
We're going to eat well on the weekends.
One good recipe we love.
Because we're going to be busy with gardening and animals and everything else, and doctor's appointments and everything else that goes with life.
Clay's going back to the doctor this week.
Now
So
we're gonna
pray
add
for
that-
him.
We're going to add that to our mixture. And that way it doesn't curdle your sour cream and you don't get that curdled sour milk taste. Okay, I'm going to set that in and put these tongs back on here. And we'll mix this all in well. Turn it down a little bit more, down to low, and just let it simmer while we're doing. And you let this simmer while you're cooking your noodles, and then you put your noodles on the plate after they've been drained and nice. Oh, look at that! That's so good looking. It's gravy. It's just mixing them well. I'm hungry looking at it. I haven't made beef stroganoff since I was in cooking class in high school. I've been meaning to, and I don't know if Ruthie, you ever had beef stroganoff, Ruthie?
I've had it, but I haven't had yours.
No, that doesn't make it any special.
Well, Clay's really an excellent cook.
I added the salt and pepper to the raw beef and mixed it in well and let it set while I was getting everything else prepared, the onions chopped, the mushrooms cut, and all that. Alright, our water's boiling. We're going to put our macaroni in. I'm going to use the whole bag because I'm sure we'll use it.
We have a faulty light bulb.
Yeah, you have to tap it. It's one of those
Skylight things, kind of. Track light.
No, it's the newer bulbs. And they're a pain. At least for me. Now, get the, see if I can find that cover for this. The big one.
I think I put the big one in this cupboard.
I think you put it where?
In this cupboard. Kids.
Yes. Alright, now we'll just let this simmer. Okay, back up.
Okay. I'll let that simmer. Ooh, yeah, steam took that up.
And I'll put these in the sink to rinse.
And let's see.
Put everything back, and when we are done with the noodles,
We'll show you what we're eating. Right?
yeah. Can you pause that?
Let me see if I can't. It'll be 2 videos, guys. So we'll see what happens here, okay? Because my camera here is I'm just learning. So we'll see you in part 2, or
In a
we'll
few
see you in a
minutes.
few minutes.